Laws of chemical combinations. There are certain laws that govern chemical reactions. First law is law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. First law. This law was postulated by Antonio Lavoisier. Postulated by Antonio Lavoisier. Okay. So this law states that in a chemical reaction, the total mass of the products will be always equal to the total mass of the reactants. States that in a chemical reaction, total mass of the products will be equal to the total mass of the reactants. That means matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. That is, matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. So whenever a chemical reaction is taking place, if we calculate the total mass of the product and total mass of the reactant, we can see that both will be equal. This is the first law. Okay. Law. Second law is law of definite proportion or constant proportion. Law of definite proportion, or we can say proportion, or law of constant proportion. This law was postulated by Joseph Prost. Postulated by Joseph Prost. Okay. So, according to this law, a chemical compound always contains same element combined together in the same proportion by mass. Okay. It states that a chemical compound always contains same element. Okay, always contains the same element combined together in the same proportion. Okay, in the same proportion by mass. Okay. So according to this law, a chemical compound always contains same element. Okay. If we take carbon dioxide, always it contains carbon and oxygen. Okay. Contains same element combined together in the same ratio by mass. Okay. Or we can say that irrespective of the source, a given compound always contained same element in the same proportion by mass. Okay, irrespective of the source, from wherever it is produced, no matter. Okay, the compound always contains same element combined in the same proportion by mass. Let us take in the case of example, in the case of carbon dioxide. We know carbon dioxide can be obtained from different sources. That is, it can be obtained by different methods, by burning of carbon we can produce carbon dioxide. Okay, by burning carbon, carbon dioxide is produced. Another method of preparation is heating limestone. Heating limestone also produces carbon dioxide. So from different sources, carbon dioxide is produced. But we can see that the sample carbon dioxide always contains carbon and oxygen. Okay, carbon and oxygen in the ratio 3:8. Okay, the ratio 3:8. Okay, from wherever it is obtained, no matter, it always contains carbon and oxygen in the ratio 3:8. This is the second law, law of definite proportion. Third law, law of multiple proportion. This law was postulated by Dalton. Okay. So according to this law states that when two elements combine to form more than one compound, okay, when two elements combine to form more than one compound, the mass of one element combines with a fixed mass of the other element will always be ratios of whole numbers. Okay, it states that. By taking an example, we can easily understand the method. Okay, states that when two elements combined, so two elements combined to form more than one compound. Okay, more than one compound. Okay, what is the condition? To form more than one compound in which the mass of one element which combines with a fixed mass of the other element. Okay, the mass of one element combines with the fixed mass of other element. Okay, fixed mass of other element will always be ratios of whole numbers. This law is called as law of multiple proportion. Let us take an example. Carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Here the two elements are carbon and oxygen. Okay, so here the mass of one element is fixed, that is carbon, then combined with oxygen. Okay, so the mass of one element combined with the fixed mass of the other element. Here the fixed mass is two carbon atoms, the mass is fixed. Okay, it is combined with element oxygen. Okay, that then what will happen? This oxygen will always bears a ratio of whole numbers. Let us take, see here the oxygen is O2 and this oxygen is O1 oxygen. So carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Carbon is fixed. Okay, then oxygen, two oxygen atoms means mass is 32. Okay, here one oxygen atom is mass is 16. So the ratio will be 32:16. Okay, so 32:16 means 2:1. So it follows this law, that is it always be ratios of whole number. This is a whole number ratio. Okay, such examples also this will be in the case of all the compounds. Okay, which is a simple whole number ratio. This states that, law of multiple proportion states that when two elements combine to form more than one compound, the mass of one element combines with the fixed mass of the other element will always be ratios of whole numbers. So here the ratio is 2:1. Okay.